Greetings, everybody. Hope everyone is well. Forgive all the mess. It is a working office after all. We have some deliveries, samples, and a ton of shit I'm trying to get rid of on Vinted. Yay! Check it out, by the way. Help an old man make some more cash. So today I actually wanted to speak to you about a dad story. So this dad story is the sweatsuit. I don't know if I mentioned it the last time I spoke to my father. I'm pretty sure I did, but I want to say it again. I loved my father, but I didn't like him. And I hope you guys can understand that. Maybe you can relate to that. Your family is not chosen. You're born with them. And it doesn't mean that you're always going to get on. And it doesn't mean because you're family that everything is going to be perfect. And that's why sometimes your chosen family, your friends, that chosen family sometimes is more important to you at times because you chose them and they chose you. And there's something nice and unique of a bond when it comes to that. And sometimes when you fall out with your chosen family, it hits you harder than it does when you fall out with your family. Anyway, I digress and I sidetracked. So yeah, when I was 14 years old, I had a stall in Camden Lock. And my parents, who've been in the clothing business forever, and I guess that's where I got my gene from. So I used to buy the rejects that they had, or help get rid of, let's say, because I didn't put the money up front. So at this particular one time, they had these 100 tracksuits or sweatsuits for women, Batwing, 80s style, you name it, banana yellow and like mint green, if memory serves, or was it like a baby blue? I can't remember, but anyway, 100 suits. My father wants $250 a suit. So I take the suits. I wake up in the morning. My mum, God bless her, love you, Mum. She took me to the market. We stood out there. She waited for me to get my stall. And once I got it, she left. And I went in and to set up my stall. Unfortunately, my stall was in the shed, which is never really the best place to be at that time in Camden. But you make the best of what you fucking got, right? So I set it all up, get my table, put all the shit out, put the stuff on the wall, and I decide I want to sell out this shit real quick. Usually I play about with the prices a bit more, but today I want to get rid of this shit. I don't want to be here all day. So I decide I'm going to sell these things for $5 because I figure the suit for $5 is definitely worth it. It's going to go real quick. So we start selling. Boom, by 2 o'clock I'm sold out. £500 in the pocket. Paid for my store, which I think at the time was 6 or 12 quid. I think £12. And I paid it. Boom, done, over. The one thing I loved about Camden, actually, there was a guy called Ian who used to run the stores, and he used to always refer to me as Master Sharif. I liked that. Just a little side note. Anyway, so sell the money. I go to a phone box, call up my mum, say, look, I'm done. Can you come get me? She's like, I'm a little busy, but I'll be there by 4 or something like that. I'm like, fine. So I chill Camden Lock, because Camden Lock was totally cool. Tons of shit going on there. Had lots of friends popping in and out, and lots of older people that I was like, ooh, look at these guys. So it was kind of a cool time. Anyway, so Mum picks me up, gets me home. Now I'm feeling really good about myself right now because I've made all this cash. So I walk into the kitchen. My dad's like, yo, how'd you do? I said, I did really well. And he says, so how many did you sell? What do you want? I said, the lot. And I stupidly, pulled out the whole wedge of cash. 500 fucking pounds in 1980, which was worth a shitload at that time. So like a dickhead, I sit there being like some big shot, count out 250 and give it to my dad and go to put the, he goes, how much did you sell it for? I said, $5. He goes, wait, show me that. And he takes the money. He then counts out the money. He goes, wow, 250. He then takes 200 of that fucking money, puts it in his pocket with the other 250 I gave him, and then gives me 50 quid and tells me £250 is too much money for a 14-year-old to have in 1980. I'm like, fuck this guy. I worked, I did this thing, I'm fucking angry, I'm pissed off. You know, what the fuck is going on? I go in my room, I cut the shit out of the fucking room, and, you know, total rage shit. And I was angry with him for a long fucking time, like years. And it wasn't until later that I kind of realized there was a lesson being taught there that hit me later. Don't be flash with your cash. People will take advantage of you in some shape or form. It just happened to be my dad. But it just, yeah, don't be flash with your cash. Hold it down. And from that day onwards, I never told him how much I made. Or if I did, I lied. And I only gave him the money for the pieces that were sold on the price that was agreed. So I learned a big lesson. But at the time, I fucking hated him. I fucking hated him. And it added to like, fuck you, man. But, like I said, I learned a really good thing. So yeah, I learned to be a little bit calmer with my cash. Even though I'm a fucking peacock and dressed like a loud merchant pretty much every fucking day. Is that insecurity? I don't know. I feel fucking sure about myself. Pretty confident, so I don't give a fuck. But I asked myself. Yeah, so that was the lesson. That was the story. It wasn't enjoyable at the time. It's obviously one of those things that has hit me because I still talk about it. It's a subject I do bring up every so often and one that I wanted to share with all of you. So yeah, hold it down. It's good. Keep it real. Don't be a big shot. Take it easy. And when you want to be a big shot, be a little bit of a big shot. Don't show the true story. Never show the true package. That's not necessary. Never. Anyway, I hope this has been entertaining for you. And like I said, forgive the mess. Look after yourselves. Take care. Be well. And keep smiling. See ya. Bye.